Okay, I'm here at Chevy Vettefest 2008, the fall show, with Kevin MacKay from Long Island, New York. And you know Kevin from Corvette Repair, does outstanding work with the L88 cars. And today he's got a ball in motion car, and he has his Penske car here. So I'm going to let Kevin tell you all about it. What about that ball in motion? How long did it take you to...
Well, actually, I'll tell you the story really. We were basically going through eBay and came up with this motion Corvette. And one of my ex-employees actually told me about a car that he did for a guy in Arkansas, an orange ball in motion phase 3 car. And sold to the car was sold to a guy out in Arkansas and owned a Mercury dealership. So when I saw the information on the eBay, I said, wow, Arkansas, please contact Jim Tarrington at Mercury dealership. I said, it's got to be the same car. So I contacted Jim and told me that this guy who did the car, which is a guy that used to work for me, and watched it very carefully. It was like about 4,000 hits on eBay, and we sniped it and bought the car, and I was the only bidder, which is unbelievable. So we got the car back to Long Island, took it all apart again, because basically the way the car was restored was done really for street use. Our clients really want an all-out combo show car and make it as accurate as we possibly can. It was on the cover of Cars magazine, September 1970 issue. So we had some photographs of the car back when, 69, 1970, and that's what we basically did. So we kind of restored it back to that concept. What's neat about that car, it's the only roll-in motion phase 3 GT car that came with a Dodge fuel cap, which was standard back Motion Performance. The optional cap was a Le Mans flip-up cap, which was like $6 more in change. So when we contacted Mr. Rosen and another gentleman, Mr. Marty Shore, he says, yep, Kevin. He goes, what kind of gas cap on that car? I said, well, actually, it's got a Dodge fuel cap on a Corvette. He goes, you know something? We made one of those. So it was the only one like it, which is kind of really unique. So the car still alive as a Monaco Orange 69 Corvette Coupe. Bought it out of Baldwin Chevrolet, Long Island, New York, which has been out of business for many, many years. It's a 435 tri-power car, 4-speed, factory side-by car. So we're very blessed to have it here. And matter of fact, Mr. Rosen's here today looking at the car, and it's bringing a lot of excitement. Matter of fact, we noticed that there's 11 motion cars here, more than they never had anywhere else in history, in one location right here at the Vettefest. So we're pretty excited about it.
Well, what about your Penske car? That's your personal car, the blue Penske car?
The Roger Penske Development LA car is a car that I've been on since 1983. I found that car at a show in New Jersey. The guy was just driving around the street. It was all customized, had flares on it, had Camaro IROC wheels on it, but it had the special cowl induction hood on it. And the guy who had the car was for sale. The guy won like $135,000 for the car back in 1983, which is unheard of. I mean, Grand Sport at that time was probably going for maybe for a couple $100,000 at the time. I said, this guy's out of his mind. But I've always watched that car. And over the years, the car did sell to another collector who vintage raced the car for quite a few years. Put it back to the Sunoco blue color, and I kept watching it. And then in 2001, I had the opportunity to buy the car. But the neat story about that car is I was able to get all the ownership history on the car. I was able to get some of the original drivers, which is Dick Gullstrand, which most people know, George Winstein and Ben Moore. Ben Moore passed away a couple of years ago. But getting these people together were really, really exciting. We debuted the car at Monterey in 2002 for the 50th year of Corvette. And it was just kind of neat getting that car back on the track and doing a couple parade laps and so on. But the car is basically restored just like it raced at Sebring in 1966, 12-hour race, winning actually first in class at Sebring in March '66, and the month before it won its class at Daytona in '66. So it's kind of cool getting this car, and I'm very fortunate to have it. So it's pretty exciting.
Very historic.
It really is. Very happy to have it. Basically, it's the only one that I'm aware that's documented as a development LE. It's got some very unique parts in the car, like the cowl induction hood, the cowl induction air cleaner, the 273 prototype rear end, the special exhaust system on the car. There was a no radio, no heater, typical L88 option car. It started life as a rally red car with black vinyl interior, but we restored the car as Sunoco blue. The Sunoco blue, of course, is the corporate colors, which is the dark blue and the yellow, and that's where they had it back in Sebring in '66. So it's a new piece.
Beautiful piece. Okay. Kevin, thank you so much for talking with us at Vets.com. I really appreciate it.
Never again. Always a pleasure for me.